So hello guys, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're just gonna walk through the basic katas. Turn on your left heel, step in, diagonal step to the left, shift weight forward. But you don't move that slowly in the real fight. The other side is a bit more difficult. You have to turn on your right toe, you see it's not that easy. Step out with the right and raise your hand. Circle step to the left and strike with the fingers, which is probably a basic spear strike to get into the habit of using the spear. Second form is that you make a block, step and block with left, gently close fist, don't tense up. Then you make a circle step forward, place hand against throat and throw down. You can do it from above also. But he can see that. He doesn't know if he's striking from under or above or from the side. Or rather, sorry. Old style, you see them go like this. That is, however, kind of easy to spot. That was the second form. Third form. Inside strike. It's likely elbow first, so you won't see that as easy. See here. Oh. It's like throwing a frisbee, so sometimes you turn on your heel here. Yeah, that was just the beginning of the Tai Chi form. Fourth form, raise hand first, step and block. This is the pivotal movement, pivotal moment. It's a low strike. Why this? Likely a spear, likely to get proficient with using a knife or sword. Step forward, block, step, strike to the Yedan stomach. Fifth is more elaborate. Yeah, we have some people watching. Yeah, halfway through the warm-up. Fifth is more elaborate. Step out and block. Feint kick, strike on the inside. Block, feint, kick, strike on the inside. You sometimes see them open like this, or hold the mirror or whatever. Maybe I've seen him do this with the mirror. I don't have a mirror, so yeah, I will do some Qigong here also. Glad to see there are some people watching. I think you rotate inwards first. Kind of sink down when the arms go up. Switch directions, move arms to the outside. I usually sink down when the arms go up. You could do this, lace your hands together, sink down while pushing upwards. Sink down while pushing upwards. Second one is one arm up, one arm down. So I guess all you guys will be voting for Obama this Tuesday. Sorry, that was just so funny. I know his name is kind of difficult to pronounce. We'll be voting for Hussein Obama. No, just kidding. Second one arm up, one arm down. Third one. Yeah, it's kind of a wider stance than I usually do. It's kind of a horse stance. Kind of strenuous. Yeah, a fourth one. Wise owl turns head. I mean, it's not rocket science. Fifth one is the most strenuous because you have an even wider stance here. You kind of have to shift your toes. I don't know, use a scissor motion with the feet. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, that's the warm-up. Yeah, we're gonna walk through the form on the opposite side. Oh wait, I just tried a variation of the form. Yeah, they have quite a few people watching. Pardon for the poor quality since the glass is cracked close to the camera. It looks like crap. Stand with your feet together this time. Feet together. Step left, and when you sink your heel down, you raise your arms so you get the fluid motion to it. Then step together, and as a result of the feet stepping together, the arms come up as if grabbing a ball. Then you make a big step to the left to do the famous part, the wild horse's mane. You rock back. You step to the right. Grab ball, pivot on your right heel. Step left. To do the third part, the wild horse's mane. Step in with right, high block. Let's see here. Step in with right, high block with left, step forward left. This is so-called empty stance. All the weight is on the right leg. And from here you kind of block. Sometimes you also block with the left. Brush knee. Rock back to another brush knee. Brush and push. Yeah, once more. Yeah, that's the basics. Do it once more on the other side. You go to the right. First step to the right. Shift weight to left leg. Spread your arms a little bit. Small step right, and when you heel or reach the ground, you raise your arms. You get the fluidity to it. You step together and grab a ball. Big step right to ward off right or part main. Second part main. Third part main. Step in with left and block with left. Step up. All weight on left leg. You can kick from here, of course, or crane kick, block, brush and push. Let's see, it's another rock back. Right hand back makes a big motion. Yeah, that's the very basic. We do the regular form here also. Yeah, glad to see that there are many people watching. So regular form practice. Step to the left first. Yeah, step left. We have to adjust here first. Inhale, raise arms. Engage fingers. Hands move down at an arc, in an arc or whatever. Shift weight to left leg. Hands spring up. Step forward. Step first, then hips, then arms. It's not this. We just ward off here. This is simpler than grab ball, pivot on right toes, small step right. Ward off right, inhale to roll back. Rotate your waist and press. Separate arms and push. Single whip. Extend. Pull down. Shoulder and elbow strike. Wide crane kick. Crane kick. Deflect. This isn't really a block, it's just a preparation for the block. Brush and push. Shift weight to left leg. All weight to left leg. Step back with right. Step. Hip, arms. You make another brush knee. And you rock back. Left hand palm up, step up and draw a bow, so to speak. You're really supposed to punch to the left, I think, west. Then you see, sit back, release arm, push, step right, right scoops on the left, cross hands. Very common fighting stance. Yeah, we continue. Yeah, we have a lot of viewers. Yeah, thanks for watching. So then you want to change directions. Small, big step right. Shift weight backwards, rotate and press. Separate arms and push. Another whip. Step, open arms, step. Left hand draws the gun, so to speak. Right hand protects the elbow. Gently close fist. Then you move backwards. Step backwards with left, push forward with right. Turn it around. Then you step in, grab ball, big step right, diagonal flying. Which is likely a throw setup, because from here you do the pull down, so I assume it's a throw setup. But in the short form you step in with, let's see here, right, I think, cloud hands. Small step right, hook, step, whip, sink down, snake, step up to golden rooster, step back to another golden rooster, pat horse, keep your bloody balance, up to the separation kick, another pat horse, another kick, turn and kick, 180. Then you make 2 brush knees. Rock back, low punch, tilt body all the way forward, rock back, pivot on left heel, step forward. Do another grasp tail. Another whip. But then from here you fair lady, northwest, southwest, big steps here, southwest. Let's see here. I don't know which corner. Yeah, southeast probably. And the last one is, yeah, north. No, it's supposed to be northeast. Southeast. Major turn here to the northeast. Northeast. Sink back. Grab ball, usual sequence. Yeah, that's the last whip here. Then there's the last snake. At this time, 7 stars, step back. Retreat to ride tiger. Then you have the sweep. Turn right. Crescent kick. Step back to bend bow to shoot tiger. Then you sink down to do another deflect, parry and punch. But it's supposed to kick, punch to the left, west, whatever. Right, scoops on the left. And you step in left to right. Yeah, we're going to reverse it here. Yeah, glad I have many people watching. So we'll reverse the form. Step to the right first. Try to speed it up a little bit. Step. Adjust. Exhale while you strike. Inhale when you roll back. Exhale while you press and push. Exhale during the whip. Inhale. Play guitar, pull down, shoulder and elbow strike. Step up to play guitar. Step up. parry punch to the east this time. Let's see here. I forget. Step left, left, scoops on the right here. Continue to the carry tiger. Single whip on the other side. Step open, step. Right hand draws the gun this time, so to speak. Don't get any ideas. 2, 3. Step back with right, push forward with left. Grab ball. Step, make big step to the left. Step in with left and cloud hands. Step in. Step out with left. Hook. Step right. Sit down to do snake. Pat horse. Separation kicks. Much more difficult on the other side. Two brush knees. Low punch on the other side. Sit back, grab ball, step left. Ward off, roll back. Press and push. Another whip. Fair lady is much more difficult on the other side. Turn, step. See here, northeast, and it's southeast. Southeast. Step southwest. Then it's southwest, then it's northwest, I think. Then it sequence on the other side. Last whip goes into snake, 7 stars, step back to ride tiger. Step back, bend bow to shoot tiger, pull down, step up, parry, punch. But you're supposed to do this to the west, I think. No, east, sorry. And you turn to the left. Left scoops on the right. Cross arms. Conclude. Step right to left. Stand here and breathe for a while. Reflect on what you've been doing. What can I improve to the next time? What did I get right? Etc. etc. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we have several people. So we do some yoga here also. Inhale, raise arms, lock, thumbs. Left hooks right, left thumb hooks right thumb. Stand here and breathe for a while. You can also hold your breath for a few seconds here. Inhale and exhale. Once more, inhale. Get a good stretch here. Try to sink your, relax your shoulders. Exhale. Yeah, once more. Exhale. That was the first one. Second one is one arm up, one arm down. Pick grapes. Third one is both arms. Yeah, you can stand on one heel here and on right toe only. Let go of the crescent pose. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Yeah, the fourth one is the shoulder rolls. Change directions. Fifth one, neck rolls. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Change directions. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's see, I think the sixth one, I think, is the forward bend. The first five are rather easy. Try to reach your toes. I think you need to raise your arms here also. Right arm first. Raise it on the diagonal. Left arm. Seventh, I think, is the backward. Watch backwards. Right, left. Right. Left. I think it's a chair. Sit down on, I think it's 15 seconds. Like, the lower you go, the harder it is, obviously. Then we have the balancing, I think. Move arms forward, it becomes the so-called airplane. Other side. Yeah, there are many people watching, so I don't want to let you down. We'll conclude the Qigong 8 brocades form also. I think the 6th is the body scan. I think you scan the back of your body on the way down. Front of the body on the way up. You can reverse it, of course, so you scan the front of the body on the way down. Back of the body on the way up. And then the 7th one is a Kung Fu. Eighth. Stand on your toes. Massage the back of your head. Do it 3 times. Stand on your toes. Massage the back of your head. So yeah, I have to continue with some other training. We'll just make a talk stream here since there are so many people watching. So I was gonna make a training summary for October. Try to summarize October's training. I've been sick for most part of October, sad to say. I've still been practicing the organ for maybe 1 hour every day and training for easy training like Tai Chi or Qigong for maybe 30 minutes a day. But I have also doing some more regular, a couple of more regular Budo classes, not to lose. After 10 days, you sort of lose skill already. So I mainly been rehearsing the hymns. I have the organ classes are divided into 2 sections. You have the liturgy, you have to play, that's hymns or psalms, as we say. For you, a psalm is a specific type of hymn from the book of Psalms. Can't even say it. So usually you get 2 hymns for homework. You have 3 or 4 weeks usually to study. But this time it was 5 weeks. Sounds simple. Just play simple hymn, but there are 4 parts, of which 1 is play with your feet. You play the bass part with your feet. You play the tenor part with your left hand. And the thing is, the tenor part often collides with the alto. Maybe you don't even know what I'm talking about. The bass is the low male voice. The tenor is the high male voice. The alto is the low female voice, which is kind of confusing since the name originally meant, or actually means high. Altus means high. Soprano is the high female voice. Sopra means above. but actually it's sovra usually in modern Italian, so it's kind of confusing. But it's super, sopra, above. But anyway, usually play by learning the bass part in the pedals. Since that is the most difficult part to learn. Then you try to add the tenor, the high male voice, which you play with the left hand. But since you are used to playing, if you've been playing the piano, you know that you most often play the bass part with the left hand. So the left hand, left arm is conditioned to play bass. But now you don't play bass anymore because the bass is in the pedals. I've been trying to explain this a few times. But that is kind of really the key to learning how to play the organ if you have played the piano. I was never an expert piano player, but I've been playing the piano for 3 or 4 years maybe. I've been playing Schubert and Beethoven at the students' concerts in the old concert hall in Norrköping. Norrköping is of course a town that is, let's see here, 160 kilometers south of Stockholm, in case you wonder. Playing hymns, and after that you learn how to play with the bass and tenor at the same time, which is confusing because you need to condition your hand to move upwards when it wants to go downwards. It wants to follow the bass, so to speak, but you have to condition it to it often makes counter motions to the bass. When the bass goes down, the tenor goes up. But remember that the tenor is it's still a male voice, so sometimes goes pretty low too. Kind of confusing actually, but the right hand is kind of it's often similar to what you play on the piano because you play the female voice, you play the melody. I don't want to complicate it too much, but since the voices go usually pretty high, it's usually sung by the women in the choir or people who identify as women or people with high voices or whatever. Sometimes you have men singing the alto parts. You have countertenors singing in falsetto. Maybe you heard them in English choirs and stuff. Singing a falsetto voice. So, and you on occasion even have women singing the tenor. But since I mentioned the tenors sometimes go very low, and there are only a small portion of women who can sing that. So the voice kind of blacks out when the part goes too low. At least, since the organ is actually, the organ is a wind instrument, the organ is actually it's composed of several small flutes, so it kind of sounds like a voice. So that's why I compare it to voices. And of course people must be able to sing to your accompaniment. But they usually don't sing any neat voices, they only sing the melody. Din klara sol går åter upp. Simple tunes. So what else? Yeah, we try to make 1 hour here. Yeah, you have 2 types of organ classes. You have liturgy and you have solo organ. my solo organ piece now, it's a prelude with pedals, I think it's called, by a Swedish-German composer. This was written during the 30 Years' War, probably a funeral piece. But the piece actually ends on the major, so that's kind of probably meant to symbolize the soul ascending to heaven or something. I'm not sure if he was Catholic to begin with. Maybe he was born in southern Germany, which was Catholic still, Bavaria, or I don't know, Bayern München, maybe, you know, Bavaria. They were Catholics and are Catholics. So I play that, and then I got some voice, got some assignments. I've been recorded the so-called in I himmelen. This is all, today is All Saints Day. Yesterday you had your Halloween, or 2 days ago. We have All Saints Day, but I think it's called All Souls Day in the Catholic Church. That's a bit deceiving. Himmelen I himmel. You're supposed to sing an old folk tune, just there are no chords written out, so you can just improvise. I don't know, it's C, kind of C pentatonic. Pentatonic scale is only whole tones. You don't have them. So instead of G you have G sharp. Instead of A you have A sharp. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was used in classical music a lot in the 1910s, 1920s maybe. But it's often used in jazz music also. Because the usual scale is composed of, it's a mix of, sometimes they have whole tone steps, sometimes they have half tone steps. But in the pentatonic scale there are only whole tone steps. Kind of hard to sing, but yeah, hey Camilla, hey. Oh yeah. Yeah, what else? Yeah. So I have actually had 2 voice classes this week, on both Monday and Tuesday. I was a bit late for both, but because the tech is very hard to set up with. But now I can use FaceTime, I think. I used to use Zoom for all of those when I was a student of psychology, but now I just use FaceTime. And I've been practicing for 1 hour each day, but I think I've discovered that is far too little. That won't cut it, so I try to practice for 2 hours every day, usually in church. I used to travel to a small church on the countryside for a year or so, but now I usually practice downtown. I live in central Norrköping, which is a small city. It's composed of 130,000 people maybe in total. And I usually play hymns for 10 minutes first, kind of like a warm-up. Usually the 2 hymns I have for homework, but I also have this project where I play a hymn marathon sometimes. I just try to play through, I will play through all the hymns in the hymn book, which is called Psalms here. So I'm at 242 now, I think. I think the first 330 or so are the same in both the Catholic and the Protestant books, although they have different numbers in the Catholic book. For example, one of the Eucharist hymns are pretty late in the regular book, the Swedish hymn book, 395. Tyst lik dag som faller, sonens liv och bröd. That's 167 in the Catholic hymn book, which is called Service Book. They don't call them psalms necessarily, because psalm is reserved for the book of Psalms, which is Lord is my shepherd, is the most famous one in the Old Testament. So they call it service book instead. Yeah, so sometimes I have a hymn marathon, but sometimes I play my solo piece after playing two hymns at 5 minutes each. Then I play my solo piece. Before I had 2 solo pieces, one Italian and one German. The Intonazione by Giovanni Gabrieli. Maybe you heard me play that. It's on the YouTube channel. And I also had a German piece by Elias Ammerbach, I think. Elias Immanuel Ammerbach or something. The Italian pieces are more melodic and easy to sing to. No kidding. The German pieces are kind of more bizarre and absurd. They convey ideas and not pure music. They're kind of want to show ideas. This is the cross, this is death, this is salvation and stuff. And sometimes when I play on the countryside, I play some exercises or drills, because I have an organ school book by Mats Åberg. He was a famous organist in the 1990s. And the book is composed of several elements. First one is it's called tone production, tonbildning, but it's kind of like anslag, which means striking the keys. But the thing is, an organ is different from a piano. On an organ, it's more important how you release the tone, not how you produce it, not how the striking of the key isn't the most important, because no matter how hard you strike, you will always get the same volume. Striking hard doesn't make a difference in the volume. If you've been playing the piano, you know, if you strike the keys hard, you get the strong sound. If you strike the keys soft, you will get the soft sound. It sounds pretty obvious. Var ska det? När jag är ute och går i skogen, yeah, but that's the first chapter is learning how to get a relaxed wrist. It's like singing. You need to relax your throat before you can make a good sound. You can't sing with your head. You must get a bit. You must open your throat, be a bit more relaxed. Which is, of course, a skill that takes many years to master, if you ever master it. Yeah, I have a few more minutes, then I call it a day after 1 hour. The second chapter is called Articulation, and that is finding the contrast between playing legato with the usual legato where you connect the tones, and staccato where you separate the tones. When you have big skips, a melody, then they usually play them staccato. Dee, 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 dee. I can't show that. But when you have a dee, 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 you can hear the Italians when they sing. They usually they kind of scoop between the notes. And they usually don't call it glissando that we do. We call it portamento, which means carry the notes. But the thing is, on an organ, you usually don't play either legato or staccato. You play a mix between the two, which are called the normal way of playing. If you only play legato, you will sound like a church singer from the 1800s, or a drunk Italian opera singer who would sound pretty sentimental, or like an operetta singer from the 1930s or something. And if you only play staccato, you will sound like a rap artist from the 1990s, and you don't want that either. So you want to have a mix between the two. You know, I can't sing that lyrics because they are too politically incorrect. But I was walking in the jungle with a I can't even sing that. But so you don't want staccato all the time. But you don't want the not the Italian style either, where you scoop between the notes all the time. Third chapter is called Accents. Sounds simple enough, but now it's already starting to become a bit difficult. And you have different types of accent. Yeah, I will end it after that. You have the so-called grammatical accents, where you just stress the first tone in each measure, the first beat in each sequence, each measure, yeah. Dum 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 dum. If you have 3 beats, dum 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 dum. Sounds pretty obvious, but it goes with the territory that if you do that, you have to make the third beat a bit longer actually. So you speed up the first, so you get the kind of lilt. If you listen to waltz music like Johann Strauss, di 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 di, dum 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 dum. They kind of make a brief pause between the first beat. So you can do those. It sounds simple, but becomes hopelessly boring if you only do those. You can make so-called oratorical accents. An oratory is something like the Messiah, Handel's Messiah, with the Hallelujah chorus. Maybe you've heard that. And that's where you kind of separate the ideas or the thoughts of the composer. But you don't want to do that too much either, because it sounds a bit. You sound like a schoolmaster from the 1940s if you do that too much. And then you have the so-called pathetic accents. Pathetic didn't mean the same thing in those days. It just means emotional, full of suffering, something originally. So you kind of mix the three together. Yeah. Grammatical, oratorical, and pathetic accents, and you save the pathetic accents when you have something unexpected going on in the score. And the organ score is composed of three. It has 3 lines instead of you have 2. You usually have 2 lines on piano, but you have 3 lines of music on the organ. What do you call it? Sections, I don't know. So yeah. So that's it. I have to keep on walking here, but thanks for watching. Leave a like and comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.